Hello, welcome back. This is Anil Sharma, motivational speaker, corporate trainer and life coach. One of the richest person on this planet and one of the ace investors, Warren Buffett, once very famously said, modern slaves are not in chains, they are in debt. Yes, you heard it right. Modern slaves are not bound by chains made of iron or steel, they are bound by traps made of debt. These chains of debt are invisible, they cannot be seen by physical eyes, but in actuality, in reality, for most of the people, they are more painful, they are more pain inducing instead of actual chains made of iron or steel. There could be a number of reasons why people get trapped in a debt trap. It could be stagnant income, it could be inflation, it could be recession, it could be job losses, it could be pink slips, it could be EMI driven lifestyle, it could be unintelligent financial planning. There could be a number of reasons. But the fact is, according to a Financial Times report which was recently publicized in Financial Times, 5 to 10% of middle class Indian households are struggling to make their ends meet, and they are in the stranglehold of debt traps. Getting out of this debt trap can be Herculean, cumbersome and anxiety driven, stressful task for most of the people, and in extreme cases, some people may take some extreme steps like suicide also. So today in this video, I am going to discuss about some time-tested, proven strategies through which, by using which, you can not only get out of your debt, you can not only break your debt trap, but also you can build wealth in a systematic way. So as a very first step to move towards breaking the shackles of debt trap, it is very necessary on part of any person who is struggling to make ends meet to accept and acknowledge that he or she is in debt trap. I have seen many people who are neck deep in that trap, yet they do not accept it, yet they do not acknowledge they are caught in that trap and keep spending, keep living the life the way they were already doing, thus aggravating the crisis, thus putting themselves deeper, sinking themselves deeper and deeper into the quagmire of debt, and at the end of the day, they face a lot of stress, lot of anxiety, and in extreme cases, some unfortunate incident, unfortunate happenings also happen. So as a first step, it is absolutely necessary to accept and acknowledge that yes, I am in that trap. Yes, I am caught in the throes of a debt trap, and now it is my responsibility to get out. There are few signs through which you can identify, you can accept and acknowledge that you are caught in the throes of debt trap. Number one, if your income to debt ratio is more than 50%, that means your income, more than 50% of your income goes into your payments related to your loans, payment related to your credit card payments and any other payment. If 50%, more than 50% of your income goes into that, chances are you are in debt trap. Number two, your savings have dwindled and you are living from paycheck to paycheck. That means there is no cash cushion available at your disposal. That means there are no savings, sufficient savings at your disposal, and you are bound to live paycheck to paycheck. It signifies, it shows that you are in debt trap. Number three, if you, to meet your daily expenses, to meet your regular fixed expenses, you are relying on credits. That means you are relying on credit card payments and you are relying on other kind of credits. It means you are in debt trap. And last but not the least, if you are regularly missing more than 4 or 5 months, regularly you are missing your EMIs, your payment related obligations, your credit card payments, if you are regularly missing and it has reflected on your dwindled credit score, it shows that you are in debt trap. So these are some of the signs through which you can accept and you can acknowledge, you can identify that you are in debt trap. Friends, it is absolutely necessary to solve any problem. It is absolutely necessary to first accept and acknowledge that there is a problem. I have seen so many people who are very, very deep, who are in a very bad financial situation, yet they do not accept it, yet they do not acknowledge it, and they keep thriving, keep spending money the way they were already spending, and thus sinking deeper and deeper into this problem of debt trap, and it results in a lot of stress, lot of depression, lot of anxiety, and in some unfortunate happenings also. Before I discuss about the strategies, before I talk about the strategies through which you can get out of that trap in a fast and smooth way, it is absolutely necessary to talk a bit about emotional well-being, psychological things, mental health things, things related to your mental health. See, getting in debt trap is an embarrassing thing. More embarrassing is when borrowers are chasing you, when you are getting notifications for bounced EMIs, when you are getting emails from your bank, when credit card borrowers are calling you up on a regular basis, when they are chasing you. You feel humiliated, you feel emotionally disturbed, emotionally shattered, you feel embarrassed. So as a first step, you have to prepare yourself mentally. You have to give yourself sort of mental strength that through my decisions, today I am in such a position. The decisions I took, the actions I took, because of those wrong decisions, they might be wrong, that's why you are in debt trap today. So your decisions, your actions took you to this situation today. Always remember, your decisions, your actions in the right direction will also get you out of this thing. So first thing first, you have to prepare yourself mentally that no matter what happens, no matter how tough the situation is, no matter how much humiliation I feel, no matter how much embarrassment I feel, I make a commitment to myself that until and unless I do not resolve this problem, until and unless I do not get out of this problem, I won't give up. Why I'm talking about this thing? Because psychological and emotional strength is absolutely necessary to face any problem, whether it is financial, whether it is interpersonal relation, whether it is any other kind of problem, job related problem. So if you are committed to get yourself out of this debt trap, you have to make a commitment to yourself that you will ensure your psychological and emotional well-being and you won't give up. With strength, with resilience, you will fight this situation and get out of the situation no matter what comes, no matter what happens. You are not going to give up. Why? Because in extreme cases, in very painful situation due to social embarrassment, social rejection, humiliation, some people commit suicide. You see news in newspapers, you see news on television that so and so businessman committed suicide by consuming poison. So preparing yourself emotionally, psychologically on a mental level is absolutely necessary. Once you have prepared yourself emotionally, once you have made a commitment to yourself that no matter what happens, you will definitely get out of this debt trap, you prepare a plan. You take a paper, you take a pen and assess your financial situation. Assess how much income you have. Assess how much expenses you have. How much daily expenses or monthly expenses you have, and what is your income to debt ratio. As I told earlier, if your income to debt ratio is more than 50%, you need to think about alternative sources of income. You need to do some side hustle. You need to do some odd jobs. Do whatever you can do whatever you want to do. Raise your income. Reduce your income to debt ratio below 50%. I would say 30, 25, 30%, 35%. Do whatever you can do. You have some skills, do some side hustle, do some odd jobs, do some extra, part-time job, but raise your income. Cut your unnecessary expenses. Do not live life as you were always living, splurging money. No. Now you have set a target for yourself. Now you have made a commitment to yourself that you will get out of this bloody debt trap, and for that you have to take some decisions, and at that you have to take some tough decisions also. So take some tough decisions, cut the slack, cut the unnecessary expenses, do some side hustle, do some odd jobs, increase your income and bring your debt to income ratio less than 50%. Once you have been able to do it, you can move on to the next step. Once you have assessed your financial situation, once you have put a plan on paper that how you are going to go about breaking your debt trap, now it is time to identify which high interest loans you are going to pay first. Write down on a piece of paper, jot down on a piece of paper all the loans you have availed, whether it is home loan, whether it is personal loan, whether it is credit card loan, whether it is consumer loan or any other kind of loan. Make it a target that in a time period of 18 to 24 months, you will pay off all your loans except your home loan. So make a target to pay off your high interest loans like your PL, like your credit card loans, like your consumer loan in the first stage. Start with the smallest one, identify which is the high interest loan you have availed, and that is the smallest one. It could be, for example, a personal loan of 2 lakh rupees or 3 lakh rupees. So start paying off with that first. I would suggest to pay off your debt, never take another loan. I have seen some people, even some advisors are also advising to consolidate all your loans into one loan and start paying off that. It could be a good strategy for others, but I don't suggest that you should take additional loan to pay off your existing loan. You just increase your income and in a gradual, substantial, continual manner, you start paying. So start with your lowest loan, smallest amount loan that is having high interest on it. So start paying off with that and gradually move up the ladder. So make a target that within a time period, and most of the people can pay off their high interest loan in a time span of 18 to 24 months. Most of the people, around 70 to 80% people, can pay off their high interest loan in a time period of 18 to 24 months. So take a target of 2 years. In extreme cases, you take a target of 3 years, that in a time period of 36 months, I'll clear all my high interest loans, and I'll make a target to clear all these high interest loans except my home loan. This is the strategy 1, that start paying your high interest loans first. Start with the smallest amount of loan and move up the ladder. Then higher amount of loan, then the next one, and within a period of 18 to 24 months, you will be seeing that you have cleared all your high interest loans. Once you have paid off your high interest loans, it is now time to create a contingency fund for meeting any emergency in life. Once in a span of 18 to 24 months, or in your case it might take some few more months, you have paid off your high interest loans that were eating away your income in interest, in penalty, in missed EMI payments. Now you are free from that. Now it is time to create a contingency fund to meet any emergency in life. Whatever amount of income you are having, whatever salary, whatever income you are getting, route 15 to 20% of that income towards this emergency fund, and you create a sufficient amount of money to meet any emergency in life, to meet any contingency in life. Never ever touch this fund. Let this fund grow. Let that 15 to 20% stream of income regularly go towards that fund, and let this fund swell. Let this fund grow. It will help you to have confidence in case of any emergency, in case of any contingency. So this is a very, very important step to create an emergency fund to meet any contingency in life. Cut your expenses. Take a piece of paper, again make a plan, find out, see where you are having unnecessary expenses. So until and unless you do not have robust income, until and unless you are not in such a position where you can splurge money, where you can spend money the way you want, you have to put emphasis, you have to make it a point to cut your unnecessary expenses and to save money and route that money towards your saving, towards your investment. Develop financial discipline. Inculcate financial discipline into your habit. It should become a characteristic of your personality, and also teach your children, also teach your spouses financial discipline. Warren Buffett once very famously said, if you cannot control your emotions, you can't control your money. So don't live a lifestyle of showing off. Do not purchase things that are not absolutely necessary. Do not purchase things that you are purchasing only for the sake of showing off. You can do a lot of show off when you are having a lot of money. You can splurge a lot of money when you have a robust stream of income, when you have robust sources of income. But initially in this stage, when you are fighting off to pay off your debts, when you are struggling hard to make your ends meet, do not spend money on unnecessary things. Limit your expenses, bring down your expenses to bare minimum. Do not show off just to satisfy your ego, just to satisfy somebody else's perception about you. You should not waste your money. You should not spend your money. Always remember, financial discipline is the cornerstone of prosperity and wealth. Inculcate financial discipline into your habit. Do not spend your money on your whims and fancies or somebody else's whims and fancies. Teach your children financial discipline, because wealth is ultimately what is going to protect you in this world, what is going to help you in case of emergency, in case of any contingency. Do not live paycheck to paycheck. Create multiple sources of income. Do not depend on single source of income. Create systems, create processes through which income automatically comes to you. Warren Buffett, because I'm a big fan of Warren Buffett, Warren Buffett once famously said, if you do not create a way of earning money while you sleep, you will work till you die. Think creatively, think out of the box, do some side hustle. increase your income, create some systems and processes and products and services that automatically gives regular streams of money to you. Once you have a lot of money, once you have robust, well established systems of money creation, then you can show off, you can splurge money. But before that, it is absolutely necessary to cut your expenses, to keep your expenses to bare minimum, and to pay off your debts, because modern slaves are not in chains made of iron or steel, they are in chains made of debt traps. So if you fully understand this, one day you will live like a pro, financial pro, and you will enjoy life. I hope you would have liked the video. If you did like the video, press the bell icon, like, subscribe and share. And thanks for watching.